Hey guys, this is Mark Shawson, the Pattern Trader. Recently, posted this testimonial on our reviews website, and it was really a wonderful testimonial, and I just thought I'd read it out real quick. So says, I tell you, everybody in the Forex world, Mark has the expertise and knowledge which is absolutely real. The last 15 years, I followed a lot of groups and gurus. I would say all of them are fraud. None of them even come close to what Mark teaches us. His methodology, particularly with longer term time frames, is the key to fulfill your trading dreams. I was lost in 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4-hour charts following these gurus, paying them almost $50,000 over the years, which instead of making some money, made me lose another $70,000 following their methodology. I have followed Mark for almost a year now. I feel very confident using his analysis, which has improved my overall trading experience. Finally, Mark's trading analysis of the patterns are scientifically proven and backed by hundreds of research papers. By training, I am a scientist, and I understand the pattern analysis published in the research journals. I have 100% confidence in Mark's methodology. I'm impressed with Mark's honesty as he exposes his real trades and account to all of us. I have not seen this from anyone in the last 15 years. I look forward to a lifelong trading association with Mark. God bless him, So that was, just off the charts, fantastic, testimonial and support, and I can't thank you enough. And again, that's kind of why I got involved in this business. There are a lot of gurus and proposed experts, purported experts out there, all of which, are just selling really debunked kind of trading ideas. So I try my best here, and, thank you for that brilliant review. So with that said, I'm sitting here on Veterans Day in the United States. I'd just like to, give a huge thank you to our veterans, which, have allowed for my freedom and my ability to participate in a democratic system, or what supposedly looks like a democratic system. We're 1 week removed from the U.S. presidential elections, and we have, one supposed winner that's been announced, the president-elect, and one team that has refused to concede. So we have a bit of a standoff going in the United States, but, whatever. To my mind, these, kind of inflection points like the pandemic or, a momentous election are usually catalysts to springboard the market in directions that they were already heading in. And in particular, I'm starting to look at a number of different inflection points in gold, in the Swiss franc, and also in the Japanese yen. For many years, for many weeks, for many months, I have been very bearish on the Japanese yen trading pairs because they were in profound downtrends. But I'm starting to see signs that this one-way, trend in the Japanese yen is about to turn. Now, the Japanese yen is an important currency because they have 0 interest rates in Japan. So people, around the world are able to borrow using the Japanese yen. But, I don't want to dig too much into the weeds. As you guys know, I'm not a fundamental trader. But the Japanese yen has been used as a currency to, hedge certain trades. It's called the carry trade. And we may be seeing the unwinding of these carry trades. And again, to me, this is all background noise. I focus entirely on price action and price patterns. And we're starting to see perhaps a sea change in the Japanese yen trading pairs. And as always, if you get in early on these changes, if you get in as these changes are about to happen, you can obviously make a ton of money. Now, recently I've seen a firming across the board in the British pound, and now you have a weakening in the Japanese yen, which would suggest that the pound versus the yen is going to go higher. And that's exactly what we've seen. So after establishing lows at the height of the pandemic around 120, we're now trading about 139 in the pound versus the Japanese yen. Recently, I alerted my members to this change. I suggested getting in on a buy limit, and now we're up about 150 pips on that position. I'm going to go to the real-time charts in just a moment, show you what I was looking at in the pound versus the Japanese yen, how I analyze these moves using, again, scientifically backed, trading patterns to, get in moves that are about to happen, and then sitting in these moves and capitalizing on monster gains in the market. So this is my methodology. And I think the pound versus the yen is going to be a giant mover and has already started heading in that direction. Before I get to my analysis on the real-time charts, I just wanted to alert you to an email that I sent to our members on Monday, November 9th. As you can see, it was post the election. I was doing an overview of what was going on in the markets post the election. I was telling our members to actually sell gold based on a huge setup. I'll do a video at another point on my thoughts on gold. But you can see here, this was the alert that I sent out on the British pound versus Japanese yen trading pair. On the charts, which I'll go to in just a moment, I identified some key bottoming price actions along a long-term uptrend line and suggested to our members to put a buy limit at 138.27. That trade was triggered. The market is now substantially higher. At the time that I was looking at the chart, I said for some time I've been on the fence as to whether pound yen was going to continue in the path of its 5-year downtrend or reverse its course. Today's price action, whereby pound yen bounced off a solid foothold of two double bottom bull price patterns along an uptrend line on both the daily and weekly charts, pretty much solidifies in my mind we are likely to head much higher in this pair from current levels. Given today's huge trading range, I want to try and get long on a dip. So that was my email on the 9th. Now I'm looking at the British pound versus the Japanese yen trading pair on a weekly chart. This means that each one of these price bars represents 1 week time frame. And I've been analyzing the pound versus yen on a long-term chart, and this was the governing pattern for the last 5 years. So we saw a double bottom, a double top, which is exactly what it sounds like. The market goes to a peak, bounces off the peak, retest that, and then when we come through it, you can see a clearly defined M top or double top. So this is a reversal price pattern. It suggests that the market peaked there and then was going to be thrown in reverse, and that's exactly what we've seen. Now, also coinciding with that double top was a very neat head and shoulders, which is just what it sounds like. This is looks like a man or woman's. The left would be the left shoulder, the peak would be the head, and then you have the right shoulder. So you have both a double top and head and shoulders governing price pattern. When I say governing, this means that once those patterns were confirmed, they governed or dictated the price behavior since that time. And that's what's been going on for the past 5 years. But that was then, and this is now. And now I'm looking at the pound versus Japanese yen, presumably being thrown into a reverse pattern. Means that the profound downtrend for the last 5 years appears like it may be over. And we're starting to see some signs of a bottoming behavior. This coincided with a crash during the pandemic to all-time lows in this currency pair. You can see that it snuck just a hair below the support line around the 126 area, and to my mind this was a bear trap. So anybody who chased these lows now has paid the price as the market now turned around. So we have a couple of support patterns along with this bear trap, and then you can see since that bear trap was sprung, we have this support line that pound yen has been adhering to over a number of weeks, and you can see that every time we hit near this line, the market grabs a foothold, and it now looks like we are headed into a northbound direction for pound versus Japanese yen. first level of support will be around the 143, and then the 145, and then the 148. So these are serious levels. Obviously, if it gets above this 148, 150 area, to my mind, it looks like there's a lot of blue sky northbound in this trading pair. Now I'm looking at the pound versus Japanese yen on a daily time frame, and this is what I was looking at before I sent that email alert to our members, where I was looking at this funky looking asymmetric double bottom. You can see that it made a low, bounced off the low, made another low, and then it cracked through this neckline. A neckline is simply a line that's drawn through the pattern. And you can see that we have a funky looking double bottom. Now, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. These lows don't have to be in the same area. When we look back, this is going to look like a W bottom. Now, in more recent time frame, we see the appearance of what looks like another double bottom, and you can see that we crashed through this neckline. A neckline is simply a line drawn through the pattern, and you can see once it went through 138, it confirmed this interim double bottom, and you can see that all of these lows were hugging along this uptrend line, where each time we hit this line, it provides to be a foothold and a momentous support for this pair. And I do not see this pair coming back and retesting these lows, which means that I think we are going to be going inevitably higher in pound versus Japanese yen over the course of the next few days, weeks, months, and possibly years. In this screenshot, I'm showing you the trade that I executed on my trading platform, consistent with the email that I sent out to our members to buy the pound versus Japanese yen on a limit order at 138.27. It's currently trading in the marketplace about 150 pips higher at 139.74. And right now, I am showing an open profit of about $63,000, just shy of that in this trading pair. But unlike most people that skip out of trades every 7 or 15 or 20 pips, I'm up 150 pips in this trading pair, and I'm not looking to get out anytime soon. So this profit could actually go lower if the market goes down, but it could also go much higher if the market goes in the direction as I anticipate. So I hope you got a ton of value out of this short video series. If you would like to understand a little bit more about my trading methodology based entirely on price patterns and price action, then I would suggest that you sign up for my weekly video report. The weekly video report is a no-brainer offer because you get to nominate exactly what you'd like to pay for this kind of knowledge and research. So again, we'll attach a link with this video. You decide what you want to pay, and I hope that I'm going to see you on the next weekly video report series. And with that said, I wish you a healthy and prosperous trading week, and I'll see you next time.